city we go, looking for addicts. So throw me them infinity stones and let's get at it. The master of Gavin, about to come in attractions. They marvel at the way I push the Millennium Falcon. So strap in, and we can see what's on tap. Nerd Mafia, forget about it. We run laps, 12 parsecs, maybe less, and done flat. Good fella, here to bless them all with fun facts. I got that lightsaber handy, cutting through the fluff when discussing the families. On this adventure, the podcast Avenger, it's Hulk talk. They don't want to see us when we angry. Once they start the camera, we be dropping Thor's hammer with the intellect of banner in the MCU manner. While the mob is tuning in so they can hear us on the scanners, and it's coming every week. You can stick that in your planner. The Iron Man of hero talk, like it or not, with a scoop of them three-piece suits mixed in the pot. When it comes to giving facts, we already a lock. It's Nerd Mafia, hoping y'all are ready to rock.
Leave the gun. Technical only.
What's good, everybody? Whether you're watching live or on replay, this is Nerd Mafia, and welcome to the family. Rolling out of the theater, rolling out of the theater right now, making my ride home like usual, and damn, man, trying to still process this movie. Like, definitely. Let me turn these comments on. What up, Jedi Jen? What up, Steve? What up, Mr. Griffin? Definitely, this is like a 2.5-hour movie. A lot of like emotion in here, man. I feel like you're gonna get into Rocket's past. That's no surprise. That part was pretty crazy. I still feel like I went into this movie though, like just maybe I'm just crazy. I got it in mind like that James Gunn like grand Easter egg and all these like super nerd theories that you hear from like new rock stars and stuff like that. And not gonna lie, like not seeing any of that coming to fruition besides like what's in people's like headspace basically. The movie though, the plot, everything. Like solid, I think. It's a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, so obviously it's going to be laced with comedy. And there's maybe like one time, like I didn't hear the whole crowd like laugh at like a joke that got cracked, you know. But it didn't feel like they overdid it like they did in the second one. It felt like just like there's like a bunch of new characters too filled in there too. Like it's kind of refreshing. You got like little taste of it during the holiday special, but like Cosmo and some others. Yeah, like it was definitely a fun experience. I would say like it felt like a little bit long, but mostly because I'm just wondering like what's gonna happen. You know, like everybody goes in this movie like worried, like who's gonna die, what's gonna have to take. You know, like I think that like made it feel like a little bit longer, but for the most part like the story hits. Then like after the conclusion of it, I'm curious to what they're doing next. There's 2 post-credit scenes, so you don't gotta Google that one. You guys go see it if you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I got a seatbelt on. But the first one kind of goofy. The second one's kind of goofy too. I really don't understand what the hell it was. Like I'm so confused after it. It wasn't like a multiverse of madness type kind of thing either. It was like I'm just straight up. I'm like still. I think that's why I'm like kind of like out of it right now. I'm like, what the hell was that all about? I'm really confused. I'm not gonna like spoil it for anybody. Worth the money, of course, man. It's the last chapter from James Gunn. Guardians of the Galaxy, man. Definitely worth it. What up, Mikey? Yeah, it was nuts. Yeah, I still have like a bunch of questions, like though, like looking at it. Maybe not a bunch, but there was some wild shit that happened in this movie. Put it that way. Oh, Mikey, you saw it? So, Mike Porter, did this fail to get 10 out of 10 from you, or this got 10 out of 10 just like every other one? We gotta know. Is it 10 out of 10? I've yet to see Mikey Porter give it less than 10 out of 10 anything Marvel. So if it's there, then Marvel's still in good shape. But yeah, I think like they said too, like they weren't straight up lying. They weren't saying like James Gunn I think said it wasn't going to be part of the multiverse for the most part. It's not really. Where are you getting 5 out of 10? What the hell? No, no, man. I can get to ratings yet, but it's definitely not getting 5 out of 10. Um, what else can I say about this without like? I actually read like a particular article like before this a review where they just like tried to like spoil the whole movie. That kind of pissed me off. I had to like stop reading it. Like it was like by a big. I don't want to like tell you who it is, so you guys ruin it for yourself. But like by a pretty big like source. And I sort of read like quarter of it. I'm like, oh, you're just gonna tell me like the whole plot right now? It definitely was a closing chapter, Mike. That's why it's like part of it's sad, but I think they opened the door for something in like one of the post credit scenes. How to like the ending. It the ending in particular, yeah. So the ending kind of sets something up combined with the second post credit scene. I'm just still trying to like process it in my brain to see like I don't know. I'm kind of confused by second post credit scene. I'm not gonna lie. It was a really weird. That had to be something like added in, or maybe James Gunn did it just to mess with us. But yeah, I'm straight up confused by that. So kind of curious to see what other people have to say about it. To be honest with you, not here, like, but just outside of this with spoiler friendly zone. But yeah, man, it was. I always enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and part of me was watching this because my 8-year-old daughter like just going crazy saying she wants to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. So she watched like the first two this week, and I'm like telling my wife, I'm like, well, technically she got to watch Infinity War and Endgame and know what the hell's going on. And she's like, she's gonna be fine. So it passed that test, I think. If you're okay with your kids just seeing like a little bit of violence, nothing else too crazy happen. I think it's fine for like a kid you would let watch a Marvel movie. Watch this. Um, so it passed that test for her. I'm probably gonna go back and see it again. It's gonna be rough though, because that piss break after the movie, I felt like Austin Powers at the urinal, bro. First and second acts, kind of crazy. Third act, yeah, yeah, that's safe to say. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, this movie I think had some of the cooler. Yeah, had some of like the better like fight scenes out of the three. There's like some insane parts of it. Um, the whole like Peter Quill and Gamora dynamic is interesting throughout the movie. Watching kind of like the way Nebula's arc took shape is interesting. Um, what else can I say? You guys probably want to know about Adam Warlock. That was I feel like they're trying to leave you wanting more. Like not to say like he's not doing anything, but I feel like overall they're trying to make it like feel like maybe more to come with him. Who knows? I'm not sure. Um, yeah, but there's definitely they reveal like some interesting parts to this. Like if you've seen all three of these movies, like you'll with with the high revolutionary coming into play, you learn some things that you may have not been aware of before getting into this movie. Because some of these characters and planets in particular weren't like comic book driven. They're like James Gunn created, which is cool. Like with his rendition of Guardians of the Galaxy, he kind of like he put his own twist on it a little bit. It wasn't like strictly off the comics. I think that's like the recipe Marvel has to go with to make like a decent film. Try to stick mostly to the comics, but twist it up a little bit. But oh yeah, music definitely was all over the place. Thanks, Mike, for mentioning that. I feel like kind of tired too. Um, yeah, man, this is it's a weird spot because I really like enjoyed watching this crew of people too, even though they didn't get to mingle too much with all the other MCU characters until like the last couple Avengers movies. But who knows? I think there's some doors open. And like I said, like the last post credit scene kind of like reveals like something else is coming in the future too. So you have to wait and see what I'm talking about with that. Yeah, man. As far as ranking this movie, I'm gonna give it a strong 8 out of 10. I think like and that's mostly because it was a little bit longer because James Gunn just wanted to kind of like it was just goodbye, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. But beyond that, what do you guys think of all this news we're hearing about like Fantastic Four? I've been out of the creation game for a couple weeks because I've just been kind of chilling out and catching up on some Rebels with the wifey. But honestly, I don't think there's nothing that's just really made me want to make a video for a week or so. So I've been just kind of taking a little break. What do you guys think about that? Adam Driver as Reed Richards, and it sounds like we're getting whatchamacallit. Wow, why is my name? Oh, Margot Robbie as Susan Storm, from what I'm seeing and reading. I don't know about that Mila Kunis thing. That just sounds stupid. What do you guys hearing anything about that? You guys interested in Fantastic Four news at all? Also, everybody checking out Star Wars Visions too. I think I watched just about every episode so far, and I think as a whole, the first season was a little bit better. Yeah, Steve, you like them both? I think they can work out. I think it's cool too because they're jumping into some roles that are like different than what they've done in the past a little bit. So I think they're both definitely capable actors. So probably important to get them on board first too, because probably two most important roles, unless they decide on doing some other things set up for the future. Mila's thing, yeah, you saw like a couple different people were talking about that. Den of Nerds was talking about it. It sounds like just the weirdest thing imaginable. It's got to be. I'm hoping that's just fake, but yeah. I don't know, man. Definitely in a weird spot right now for Marvel. We're at like kind of a lull because it's like that summertime waiting for the next big thing to happen. Yeah, I just came out of a movie, but movie's a couple hours. Like kind of like getting used to the whole Disney Plus, or my brain is like programmed now to have that weekly content to talk about. It does seem crazy. Like, yeah, I don't see that happening. I mean, maybe they put that out there because they figure like everybody's on speculation train like 24/7. Like, let's just troll everybody, you know? Sounds kind of funny to me, but I wouldn't have minded Mila Kunis as Susan Storm, to be honest with you. Yeah, man. Did anybody who else saw it besides Mikey Porter in the chat? Any of you guys? Me and him the only one that know all the secrets about Guardians of the Galaxy 3? It's seeming like it. I think I actually did pretty good for service this time. I don't think I froze up or nothing on this ride. Saturday for you? I think somebody else said they were going Saturday too. That might have just been you earlier. No, it's definitely a worthwhile watch. And you know what? I think I've been reading some people saying it felt like the MCU of old. I got that vibe for sure. Like the humor actually hit. The story made sense. It was like kind of, for the most part, its own thing, not connected to like their big saga right now. But the other two Guardians of the Galaxies were kind of that way too. So It was fine. Maybe in the future, because if they do any kind of Guardians of the Galaxy movies in the future, it's obviously not going to be James Gunn. Maybe they have somebody else take a stab at it and work them in, or maybe they keeping them in space. I don't know. But tell you what, I just rolled into my driveway. This was a late movie. So just gonna say thank you guys for chilling with me on the ride home. Hope I gave you a little bit of insight on what to expect when you go to see the movie. And yeah, thanks for chilling and hanging out for this stream. I'm gonna go. You could probably tell I'm tired right now. My energy level is not at an all-time high. But I'm gonna get out of here. Take it easy, guys. Till next time.